What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Heart of the 50 States. I'm here with another legend. I don't even know. I'm grateful to even have him here. It's amazing that you can reach out to people and a few days later they're here. I want y'all to all salute Mr. Michael Wheeler, the Kansas City Superman. Mr. Wheeler, is there anything that you want to introduce or tell the people before we get started?
I'm just super excited being here,
Talking to the mic.
getting my true story out to the people. You know how you see in the media, but there's always more levels in it. So I'm just grateful for this opportunity to share my heart with the city.
Right. For the people who may not know who you are yet, who is Michael Wheeler without the cape?
I'm a citizen, veteran, senior citizen, community worker, ex Casey Superman, and a man with a vision
Hmm.
to bring it to light. And Rosa Parks, I witnessed all that. You know, so she sat down, I'm standing up.
Yeah.
Sit down for what she believes.
Thank you for that, man. Thank you. How did you get the idea of becoming Kansas City Superman first?
Okay. Okay. For years, I ran with a cape around her head before I just was. Then I was running these races. I got me a T-shirt. It said Superman shirt. You know, I was having fun running Superman. Then put my heart. Now I get a cape. I'm like, they're gonna think I'm super nuts. So the rest is history. Like, get the people attention. I go in the Arrowhead with it, Super Bowls with it, you know, and it's like it was my ministry outreach because for years I was doing street ministry, was getting arrested all the time. So I tried to do something different to get the people attention, you know.
Yeah. What was the decision to make you want to serve your community that way?
After growing up, experiencing family members being murdered, like uncle, sister, two cousins, and my nephew out of town. So 5 members being murdered. It touched my heart. Take it to the streets, you know, because there's a lot of young people out here. They won't come into the building, so I had to get out there with them and play football and different things, you know.
Yeah. And you're also an ordained minister, am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and you preach the gospel. You've been everywhere preaching the gospel. Where are some of the places or cities or states you've preached the gospel?
Well, you know, my hometown in Kansas, all 50 states, and 5 foreign other nations. Like
Yeah.
know, and Compton, California, ran red and blue. My cousin stayed in Ross. I said, "Cuz, I'm going to Compton." He said, "Well, okay, you be okay, cuz you for real. They know people's real." So I ran there about 5 miles. I'm out there running, and God said, "OG, come here." He said, "Where you from, dude?" I said, "Kansas City." He said, "Dude, you up here with red and blue. But you know Compton's headquarters of Bloods and Crips?" I said, "OG, you real." I hugged them and prayed for them. They said, "Man, don't you never stop. You real, OG." And then that touched my heart. I can go anywhere now. I've been initiated. Came back alive.
Yeah, and you recently retired the cape. When did you officially retire?
Okay. But just officially, well, I came out of retirement, I think, twice. Maybe 3 times altogether. But officially, just last year. Well, a couple years ago, but I put it back on for the Chiefs parade.
Yeah.
When they had the shootout,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I would have hated the prayer route, you know, before, not knowing it's gonna be a shooting. And I'm running, and before at the end, you know, police said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Get off the prayer." I said, "No, I got." So they tried to. I ran them, so they called her back up, and they chuckled. They pulled me out the prayer route, and they said, "Watch your feet." So I got up and just started preaching, and then I ran to the end, went up on that hill, almost got to preaching. Hearing all the siren, not knowing there was a shooting going on, I ran right down there, and I seen the guy that was handcuffed, the wrong guy that's no longer with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I witnessed that. And the same police that drug me out, they saw me, like, wow, we should have left this man alone.
Mm.
I said, y'all gonna need me for days over. I just came out, you know, and it came to pass. And like, so I've been going through this for 41 years now.
Yeah. Why do you think? Because I don't know if it's just here that has a problem with you on the corner preaching the gospel, but why do you think that it's a problem with that?
But it goes on. It happened in more states too, but basically more in in my hometown, Kansas City. You know, like I was sharing, Westport was the first place where I got. No, Plaza was the first place I got arrested. But in 1986, that same corner by Kelly's, and that's the same building. A lot of people don't know the trade, slave trade. And
Yes.
then
If
down
if
there
you
by,
know, you know.
yep, by the mural, it's another place where traded slaves. And when they arrested me, they took me by my mural, put me on that little wall, and the officer said, "No, you'll probably be comfortable here." I said, "Oh, so you must not know the law." He
Mm.
said, "No, I'm an atheist." I said, "Okay, I see where you come from."
Wow.
You know, he just opened his share that with me. I said, "All right." So the same officer arrested me about 5 times, the same one. So I called and put in a complaint. You know, I felt a complaint, and they got back 2 weeks. We couldn't find no fault. I said, "Oh yeah, okay, all right." I put my complaint in. They didn't take care of this. So this has been going on for years and years and decades.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they put on me.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time you were arrested for preaching?
It was in the plaza by the 1985 on the Country Club Plaza. When I got ripped. Oh, they didn't mock me. I was in handcuffs. They were like, "Save me, Jesus." I mean, these are awesome. So I said, "Y'all better repent for you bust hell." and they slammed the door. But that's kind of, my younger days. I'm learning, but what really kind of pricked my heart. But when they finally had my trial and decided to find me guilty, they came and handcuffed me in the courtroom, took me in the basement, shackled my feet, called for a wagon, kidnapped. It took me 70 miles away to Vernon County, Nevada, Missouri, in a nasty jail, and I'm innocent. But the thing about it, everybody knew me. When I walked in there, everybody knew me. They wanted prayer. All the guys in there, yeah. So I got out in 2 days. I think they were trying to give me 10 days to try to break my spirit. But I guess the people was uprising. The context, drawing people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on the corner, isn't that like First Amendment rights?
Yeah. That's a public service.
So what are they charging you
Okay,
with?
they got this thing they call prioritize.
Mm-hmm.
So that night, how I broke my ankle earlier, and I had been sidelined for a while. So I said, I'm gonna get out today with my knee, with my foot boot still on. I had surgery on my ankle. So I'm walking with my cross, not even totally healed. People was happy to see me, hugging me, and I mounted my cross down the street from Charlie's. So I stored my cross in the Westport Saloons. A friend of mine got the storage. So this had happened. I'm walking with my cross toward the storage, and the guy sitting out Kelly in a little chair, "Get that blank and cross away from me. I'm an atheist. I don't want to see that. Take that blank. I said, "Man, you need the Lord." And then all of a sudden, here come the Westport security out of nowhere. "You got to go. You can't be out here bothering people." I said, "Bothering people? Did you hear that man cursing me out?" I said, "No, we didn't hear that." I said, "Well, you know what? Go call the police, then." If I did something wrong. They did. They got the police. Here come my officers. it's show walker said, "Was you told to leave?" I said, "Yes, I was. But I ain't going nowhere. If I'm guilty of some crime, you won't have to arrest me." So he did. That's when he first arrested. Instead of just dropping it, they drugged me to court for 3 years, hoping I miss court and get a warrant out.
Mm-hmm.
I learned from my old days to make it there, and I get there early, So they kept on trying to get something. One time, I'm walking through there, I had my suitcase, and I'm going to talk to my friend and get a ride. And by me short, he came, and that's when police came in. Quit resisting. And then one officer looked at me like, because he knows me, well, he knew it wasn't right. But that leader, it been times when they took me out there to Prospect when they arrested me, and my bicycle with me, and I got there, police met me, said, "We're not going to take you in. That Mr. Showwalker, he's something else." He said, "Just stay at Westport if you can tonight."
Yeah.
See, and then the other time they took me out there, when they had me shackled, and a lady, she works there. So man, what? I said, so she took that picture of me, and she shared it with social media,
Mm-hmm.
And they shackled me to the iron bench in there. I said, "Y'all think I'm Superman for real or something?"
What do you plan on What was I don't know, are you still preaching or?
Yeah, I'm still preaching, but not as much. I'm doing more singing. leading to, I do more when I go out of town.
Okay.
Like I put 40 years on these streets in Kansas City. No, 41 years. Street ministry, all over. Been all over the nation, But
When you started, what was you trying to accomplish?
just to reach people and then get the good news to them. And lately, since I took the cape off, people coming up.
Mm.
We appreciate you. You helped rescue me. I was in Westport hanging out. And I met one officer, this was about years ago, about maybe 15 years ago. He said, man, I'm going to tell you, I'm on your side.
Facts.
I arrested you. I took you to court. And we went before the judge. And he said, officer, come forward. He said, what's going on? I was, well, that man, Michael Wheeler, Your Honor, he was preaching in front of the nightclub, Your Honor, with a bullhorn. And that judge said, officer, let me tell you something. That man, Michael Wheeler, he got the right to preach the gospel. Bullhorn, I knew a bullhorn. Don't bring this man in my courtroom. Everybody like, wow. Back then we had some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think changed from those times?
I think culture. I think maybe the internet, social media, and all that. It's like it's a different feel. So back in the day when I got arrested back then, the church was behind me. People was coming to courtroom, but now it's like they just said, "Oh, that's him. That's that." It's a handful of possibilities that reached out to me. I think the God for those did. It's kind of like it's different.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm determined to finish my race. About to be 75 and 26. It's not my birthday time. People they ready to, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Tomorrow ain't promised to us.
Yeah. Are you still running?
You're still running, but not as much. But I done cut down a lot. But I'm still out here walking and running, staying in shape.
Yeah, that's how you stay alive, man. That's how you stay alive.
And sense of humor.
Yeah.
Don't let people stress you out. You live longer.
Yeah. What's next for Mr. Wheeler?
Well, I'm getting ready. I'm going to other countries, other nations. I'm getting ready to go to different parts of. I got my passport. We got something coming up soon. Teaming up with different ministries like Team Jesus. Teaming up with them. We got an outreach coming up. You going in places where Kansas City like a Boy Scout town or something.
Yeah.
But I've been training for all this here.
Yeah, you are definitely a soldier. When you preach, why do you think the police, is it just the police that's offended by it, or just people walking by?
Yeah. I think the people that complain and call the police, and then people that probably walking by, and when I preach, I don't try to condemn. The Spirit just speaks through me, like, people get convicted. They want you to kneel to, all right, turn to John 3:16. You got your Bible.
Speak softly.
Yeah. Don't feed nobody. I just got to be myself. I was in New York a couple months ago, Times Square, and I'm setting up, getting ready to do my. Oh, sorry, are you getting ready to use your amp? I said, yeah. He said, well, we got this law. You got to get a permit. I said, oh, okay. I use my own voice. My voice got so loud. It looked like, oh, shit, I should have got this man along. I was in Times Square. They may ask me, my town was there years ago, supervisor said, okay, yeah, my supervisor wants you to move on. I said, you want me to move on? In Times Square, you see that butt-naked cowboy down there? Guitar and a butt-naked cowgirl, but just paint on her breath.
Mm-hmm.
And you worrying about the preacher? So I've been trained. Yeah. And I was in Seattle, and the police pulled up. Knock it out. What you doing? Do you want to go to jail? I said, can I? And he drove off from there. I wasn't afraid. I don't fear that. I go in jail. Over in Kansas, people know about this. I spent 40 days in jail.
For preaching?
Wyandotte County. What happened? This is back in 2005. I put my heart to go preach with the 10 Commandments from the courthouse. But they moved it down the street by the Catholic Church. So I'm out there just reading the Bible and preaching. Police put, hey, what you doing? I'm preaching God. You can't be doing this. He handcuffed me, walked me down there to the jail, put me in jail. So I'm in there preaching, like John, I'm the preaching mighty. So they had my court date, and took me to court, and said, Mr. Wheeler, we got you in court today, not for preaching, but for loitering. I said, loitering? I said, don't you know we hang out to share the gospel? So anyway, he said, we're going to give you a fine. And I said, I'm not going to pay it. I said, I'm ready to go to jail right now. He said, no, I'm going to give you 2 weeks. They said, change. I said, no, I didn't change my mind. So I spent 40 days and 40 nights, Wyandotte County Jail, and then took me to another part of the city, out of the city before they brought me back. A
Yeah.
lot of people they don't.
And how many times have you been arrested for preaching the gospel total?
86.
That is crazy,
And,
man.
and I first got arrested in 1986. And my sister, Michael, it's something about 86, and she kind of opened. That means they're trying to ban you. I really got to research. I got what she said. So they're 86 years. I said, wow. And that's significant because 86 arrests. And I believe that's my final arrest. I believe,
Yeah. You would think after being arrested 86 times that they would leave you alone.
And check this out. Back in the day, when they arrested me, it's kind of hilarious. Me and we, on that corner, preaching, the wagon came, me and another Caucasian brother, tall guy, probably about 6'2". They handcuffed us, took us to 12th and Locust. We like to say, hocus pocus, 12th and Locust. Here we go. So we Paul, I'm preaching, he's preaching, and they William Tucker, y'all getting out of here. Signature bonds, I can get out. So they kicked us out. So we walked to Denny's on 15th and Broadway. Got our Bibles out, I'm taking y'all know here, taking you back, and be sharing about what Paul went through. So the manager came over. Hey, would y'all put them Bibles away? I got some clientele coming in pretty soon. They'd be offended of you. I said, is that right? I said, we just got out of jail. So anyway, I said, do what you have to do. So I gave a man a gospel tract. He said, I warned you. So here come the police again. And I never forget. 2 police walked in, and the other guy was told us to get up. Another police hit his arms forward like, I ain't got no part of this. They handcuffed us, went back to 12th and Locust. So we preached the rest of that day. They gave us a court date. 2 weeks later, we went to court, went before the judge. I said, William Tucker. I said, y'all been arresting me. I'm going to slow you down a little bit. 6 months apiece out to Lee's. Called it Lee's back in the day.
I know Lee's.
So they took us there. We preaching, carrying on. And so they put us in, then they called the hole back there in that cage back there. And we still preaching. So they called, hey, I got these preachers. They out here preaching. I mean, got Howard and Smitty was over. He said, what's it? We went, so let them out. They got the right. They let us out. They gave us the upper room. We call it upper room. We went up there to pray. We go there. So that's history. If the judges, they would just looked at my history, they were seeing that they're not dealing with a rookie.
Yeah.
They were not dealing with my first rodeo. And I'm glad it's coming to the light.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
And leaders,
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
They called the mayor. They called the governor. People call them out of town. Different countries was calling me. Let the man go. Because they didn't see my that's why they gave me the mural, because I'm a peacemaker. And the Kansas store said, the man's a peacemaker. I told them. And they think, see, all this time they've been getting away with it. I never sued them. Even before the lawsuit they got going on right now, I was a forerunner.
Yeah.
And my name should be in a conversation of the owners,
Yeah.
A part of you.
Yeah. Let's go back to your childhood. I heard you say you were born, you from Kansas, or you was born in Kansas?
I've been here. We've been here we moved here from Oklahoma when I was 4 years old.
Okay.
So I've been here 70 years.
Yeah. And what was it like growing up in Kansas at that time?
It was something else. We went through persecution on top of persecution. When he got to jail, out there on Prospect, that's where they had federal land driving. When he finally passed a law that we could legally go there, like all the other citizens, we went there and the police harassed us. But they, little Jeep cars, and they followed us around and carrying on, and they beat up one of our, took him back and beat him up, so.
About what year did you notice things starting to change? A little bit for you. Were you grown or?
Grown, but I saw behind the scene. I saw the smiles, but it was still there.
They had got better at hiding it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because speaking of King Louis, first around to King Louis, we did a game, and then I told him, I said, sister, can you see me? She said, yeah. I thought we was invisible. They were waiting on everybody out there going, everybody else before they come to us.
Hmm.
See, I guess my DNA is like I ain't gonna put up with that. You
Yeah.
know. Yep.
So what ultimately triggered you or made you go into a life of pastoring or preaching?
Okay. See, I grew up in the church. My dad's a pastor, and my uncle's a pastor, and my grandfather's a pastor. But I said I didn't want to be a pastor. They go through a lot. I was like, Lord, I gotta do something. Can I change the culture? Can I? So I put the T-shirts on. I'm going to Boston Marathon run. Jesus loved you. But in July, 83, I went to Olympic trials. I made the trial. I didn't make the team, but I had a good enough time to try out.
Y'all hear this man? In '83, he went to the Olympic tryouts.
Yeah,
That is history.
yeah.
You said that like we hold on. Let's hold on a minute. That is huge, bro. There's a lot of stuff about this man that y'all don't know that y'all need to know.
On Channel 4, they interviewed by me. I was training. I said, yes, I'm training. I want to make the Olympics. That was back in 83. It's out there on Channel 4. But I didn't make it, but I fell short. But I had fun. We finished in the Coliseum. You do 26 miles, and you come in the stadium at Coliseum, and I came in kicking, running. I've been running all my life. Like the movie Forrest Gump. My son said, Dad, they've been watching you for you. If they got the idea from you. I said, maybe they did. And when I got drafted in 1971, like Forrest Gump, I lived on Forest Avenue, 35th and Forest. I ran from the bullies. I love my chocolate, and I was in the military, all that, and wife left me like that, like Jenny, and so some experience all that. So and then what Lord gave me a sense of humor, I got that from my dad. Lord he blessed my dad. I'm out the road, I was taking pictures like I always do, and I took a picture later. I said, hello, my name is Forrest. Your name is Jenny. She said, mm-hmm. I said, no. I said, I'm just playing. She said, my name is Jenny for real. And it'd be hilarious things I'd be experiencing.
Yeah.
The football players.
Yeah, I've for the last week I've been doing my research, but I did not see the Olympic thing, and I'm trying to surprise you, and here you are to surprise me.
Yeah. And see, what got me see, when I came out of the military, suicidal, depressed, even tried to kill myself at one time. I rolled my dad's car up, that's another story. And I read this article about black men, they good sprinters.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't cut out for long distance.
Hmm.
I quit smoking that day and started. 9 months later, I qualified for the Boston Marathon. And I ran the Boston Marathon 8 times.
And how long is the Boston Marathon?
It's 26 miles, 384 yards. It's like you run 26 miles and then they reward you with 385 more yards.
Salute to you for doing that. How long did you serve in the military?
2 years.
Which branch?
Army.
How was that experience?
Terrible. Because I say good and bad because when I got drafted, so I'm training for a foot soldier, go to Vietnam, give my life. So my grandfather passed, so they gave me 3 days, take a bus. It took a day to get there from Texas, Fort Hood, and then get back to bury my grandfather and then go back. So after getting back, they came, Wheeler, we're going to go for a lineup. I said, lineup for what? I said, oh, don't worry, you ain't guilty, you ain't got to worry about nothing. I went for a lineup. They pulled me out. They said I beat up 3 guys and robbed them. Just no bigger than I robbed them. I told my captain, I didn't do it. He said, don't worry about Wheeler. So put me in the stockade. Me and another brother put us in the stockade. We serving time, facing 10, 20 years for something we didn't do. So after 18 days, they found I was innocent. I got on the phone, I'm calling, trying to get a lawyer and everything. So you only about 2 or 3 black guys in the whole battalion, but they had to find. So I went through that. So then they came and got me. See, a lot of people here, and they put me in the Army hospital. I'm in the hospital and shot me up with Thorazine. trying to cover their behind the United States Army. See, a lot of people don't know this. I've been through. I think this all them hurts turned me to Superman for real. My family members being killed, you know.
Yeah, you know that's something that they've passed now. It's called the Sandra Bland Act, to where they can put you in a mental institution instead of taking you to jail.
Okay.
They can put you right in the mental institution, and you know HIPAA. They can't share your medical information.
Mm-hmm.
So once they put you in there, you could be lost forever. They don't have to tell your family you in there or nothing.
Is that in the United States?
Yes, that's the United States, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. If you do too much, or they think you're doing too much, they can take you to that hospital, have a doctor declare you insane, throw you in the mental institution, and never have to tell your family where you are.
So I'm thankful I got this history here.
Man,
I'm thankful.
yeah, it's crazy, man, and it's only getting crazier. That's why people like you are so important, to still preach the gospel and still believe and show us that it's still something to believe in, because today's times is kind of hard.
Right. See, like the Super Bowl, I don't know. I made 30 straight Super Bowls running around, and I was praying against terrorism. They see it's a team with the football. They don't think about me, but I'm running and I'm praying. In a short story, something humorous that happened to me. I had this vision to be a walk-in, for the Chiefs 30 years ago. So, anyway, some time ago we had Alex Smith. So I walk in the facility, and I'm gonna try for the football team. And we had Alex Smith. The whole team started laughing. Andy said, "Dude, you're too old." Give Alex the ball. Watch what happened. I ran down the field, faked out everybody. I went in for the touchdown, and then I woke up.
So y'all, this man is amazing. He's trying out for the Chiefs.
That was a dream, though.
Yeah, that was a dream. Oh, okay. I was to say.
That's why I woke up. But I mean, got the football. And one of me started playing football with the youngster, like on the plaza.
Yeah.
And I ran to Trent Green, and this is real. Trent Green, used to be our quarterback down there by, it's called the Sprint Center then. People said, "Brother, wait, that's Trent Green over there." I said, "Okay." I had my football with me. I ran up to him. I said, "Excuse me, sir. Do you know I throw a football?" He started laughing. "What you want, man?" Street block. I'm going right. I'm going to hook left. Hit me deep. I ran. About a 45 yard, I called it. I ran back. I said, "Tell Andy Reid I'm still waiting to be drafted." This is me just being myself,
Yeah, but that's good. That's good stuff. Good memory. At least you kind of passed from an NFL quarterback before, and not many people can say that.
Yep.
Yeah. What's next for Mr. Willer? I know you say you're still going and running. The Chiefs didn't make it to the Super Bowl this year.
It's a strange feeling.
It is, bro. We don't know how to lose.
Yeah. Cause I heard a song I always know how to do it. I said, "Oh, you may watch it." But yeah.
Do you still plan on going to the Super Bowl running?
I'm praying about that. This part, Lord say the same, I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go and just, it's a ministry, my outreach, because people, I probably will.
Yeah, I think it's needed. I don't think you should stop.
Keep running, yeah. I'm gonna keep running. Matter of fact, I got a vision to be in the best shape I can. I guess because I'm still running these local races and seeing how many young people I can beat. When I turned 50, they had a race. I took the airport, Wheeler Airport.
Mm-hmm.
Not named after me. It's another name after
I know what you mean.
So my 50, it was on June 27th. It was on my birthday. It happened to be on my birthday, June 27th. So I saw that. I said, "What's this about?" I said, "Okay, I'm going to go run it." So we ran on the runway. We went out to the street, and we came back in. And I was coming in. There was 4 guys I was trying to catch them. So I think I came in 5th. I was 50. I wanted to come in first, but I felt good.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
In the Chicago Marathon in year 2000, they had 40,000 runners. I said, "I'm running this race." And I came in like 2,000 after 40,000. I told my friend, I was kind of feeling bad. She said, "Wheeler, dude, you're 50 years old. You beat most of the people." I forget I'm my age, but I'm grateful for that.
Yeah. Well, one of the things why I wanted you to come here is I wanted to give you your flowers and tell you that you are very greatly appreciated. I don't know if many people tell you. I've seen you out, and I just stand back and watch how people interact with you, and it's always positive
Okay.
with our people. Anyway, I don't ever see anybody else really coming up to you, but you're a Kansas City staple, man. I'll never let your memory die. As long as I'm alive, you always got me to tell your story.
Thank you, bro.
And to let the people know who you are and what you are and what you meant.
Because your words just hit me when you said my flowers. I was kind of feeling away when I woke up. I was kind of feeling away. I said, Lord, is this a birthday? And then I made a post, give me my flowers where I can smell them. You know, the songwriter wrote that song. So the next thing I know, the guy did my mural. He called me and said, we want to do a mural of you. Let's have lunch. And we talked about it, and the rest is history. And he did the mural, you know. I'm looking for that, just, but it's there. And I'm looking to be here as long as I can, but I don't know, you know, but that mural, he said it lasts for 20 years. So like, when I'm gone, I just see people putting flowers there.
Yeah.
As thing, but don't wait till after I'm gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the World Cup coming here, it'll be here for 18 days. Do you plan anything to do during that time?
Right in my backyard.
Yeah.
I live about 10 blocks from the stadium. That's what I remember. Because, like, okay, son, you got the whole thing. See, and this here's getting out, so don't try to muzzle me.
Yeah.
I'll keep on, And, the last home game was here. I went out there. I ran with my banners like fire. I just ran around, then I preach. And I went where the VIPs come up, and I'm preaching. So security came out. Was you talking about shooting? I said, yeah, I'm telling my testimony. Don't say that word because it triggers us. I said, oh, the word trigger triggers me. so he went back in. So I was out there preaching. And you probably could hear inside because I got real scared of Lord said, son, cry out. And they know you from the tape now. Let them know you for preaching. You know, they already, you know, said, Lord said, get out there. You know, I'm the same person, you know. And sometimes, that's the West Coast women don't know I've been all 50 states.
Yeah. Do you think if some of those cops knew your history, they would leave you alone?
I think so. I told one boy, I said, you know, I was doing this before you was born, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of the judges, like, see what it's a technique. You know, on I got about 5,000 friends. I got 10,000 on my KC Super. All nationalities in my friends.
Yeah.
And they know me. They know my character. And they seeing what's going on behind the scene. You know, bus drive people coming up. So I'm trying to wrap my mind around this. You know.
Yeah. It's time for them to hear your story, and it's time for them to leave you alone, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's get to a point where it's ridiculous. Like reading your status the other day, it just drew something in me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, it's crazy how God works, because I read your caption or whatever you had posted, and we're just sitting here. Me and Stoney were sitting here, and out of the blue, he said, "I can't take credit for this interview at all." Out of the blue, he says, "You know who we should have on?" And he says, "Mr. Wheeler, the Kansas City Superman." And I'm like, great idea. I said, I just seen this post the other day, what he posted. And he said, I know how to get in contact with him.
See, that's the Lord, because Lord he said, son, go share who you are, paint the picture. And that's what I did, you know. Because they say me, they don't know I've been living in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Some don't know I was in the Army. They don't know. Now they're hearing about my running. I've been running like Forrest Gump all my life.
And not only that, you're a veteran.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just crazy that they don't show our veterans enough love.
So you mean I go lay my life down?
Yeah.
To go to jail to be shackled like some criminal?
Yeah.
You know, and when almost every time they arrest me, somebody got killed. At the same time, 2 blocks away, somebody got murdered in Westboro. Why they had the covers on me? And then another time, somebody got killed 2 blocks away from the police station headquarters. And then when I got out of jail, they had a shootout up the street by the hooker lounge thing. People got shot, and they shoot. And I've been out there one year when this man got stabbed, a lady stabbed 2 people, and I'm out there praying for him. One time the police said, help me get the car out of here because I know how strong. I said, get back, y'all. And one time I was there, I was just said, something about to happen. Somebody started shooting. So the police was running, and I ran right ahead of the police, you know, like I was a police, So there's some good police. I'm gonna
Yeah,
just,
we don't want to just highlight the bad ones. There are some good ones.
One police came up. He said, oh, I was down there by the bus station. I used to on Northeast. I lived on Northeast for like 10 months. Just kind of, I moved there. So I'm waiting on the bus. The police, hey, so how you doing? I said, I'm doing good. He said, where you going? I said, I'm going home. He said, okay, come on in the hotel. Look at your ride. I walked in there with him, came out, put me in the front seat. The officer got in the back, drove me, and we had a conversation. Said, we got to treat you like a mayor. We appreciate it. I was like, why would you? That's my heart. Took me to my house, gave me a ride.
Yeah.
And I had another officer sometimes came and put a little money in my hand, say, because I was going out of town. So I'm going to share these things. I made a post about it too,
Yeah. So not all your experience with the cops has been bad.
They get out and play football. They come out for years. Like in Westport, I'm throwing the football. Sometimes the police interact with the football with me. I see them around town. Take pictures with them. Yeah, I got a bunch of pictures. I said, thumbs up, not handcuffs. It's all sitting there, and the officer smiling. Yeah.
Yeah. If you could change anything before you're done with all this, what would it be?
A shift where people will see, kind of like Martin Luther King, the character, not the skin color, about the content of a character. I grew up seeing that. Matter of fact, when Martin Luther King got assassinated up on Prospect, just running, I was up there running. People got to shooting and carrying. I ran home, But I witnessed all it. Malcolm X was being killed. Witnessed John King, Robert King. Anybody want to make a stand?
Our ties to us.
Stand up. No longer here, And I'm still here because God's grace, and you can't take me out. And that's the Lord called my name,
Yeah, I definitely, I know that you're here for a purpose. I don't thinking or nothing. I think you're doing exactly what your job is, and that's to preach the gospel, and not to be scared to go to jail behind it. I think that's what we're lacking a lot of anyway. You know what I'm saying? People are scared to say a lot of things.
There you go. Because in Kansas, when the preachers felt they was going to march, but they told them they need to get a permit. I said, okay, so they went home.
Yeah, see?
So, and then they wanted to pay pay that fine. I said, don't pay it, because I'll be open. I said, no. So I said, I'd rather spend the days in jail. And the Lord gave me that. So I was in there, in the gym playing basketball, playing out, with the guy. For my last day, I said, Lord, would you anoint me to be real good? We playing out. I'm hitting there with 3, boom, hitting it. I said, you want to play another? They said, no, OG, what happened to you? And then they called and said, Mr. Whittler, getting out. They called me preaching there, preaching. Well, people know we almost had a revival while I was in there for a day.
I bet.
They gave me a room to preach, and guys getting saved. See, they don't want to write about that, but yeah.
See, and then you can't. I know it's bad that you're going to jail, but to go in there and actually save some lives is, yeah, I can see that.
So really, the Lord allowed me to be rested, going in.
He's still using you even in there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, nothing can stop. Got time for one more testimony?
Yeah, we got time. As long as you want to talk, I'm here.
I know, but I had to go. But just got back from New York preaching. I'm in St. Louis. I had a layover for the bus, so I went down there by the Golden Gate, by the arch, and I'm preaching the gospel. So police pulled, hey, what's going on? So I'm preaching. Oh, you can't be doing that. So he got handcuffed me, took my Bible, took my track, drove me down to the jail, city jail. So I'm in there in the tank, probably maybe about this side, maybe a little bigger, about 40 of us in there, trying to bound out. So I said, Lord, here we go again.
Yeah.
So I got to preaching in there, He come to jail. What's going on? What's all noise? I said, the noise. So now I'm preaching the gospel in your jail. So they said, well, shut up. I said, now wait a minute now. You threw me in jail, street corner, and I can't preach in your jail. I said, don't arrest him no more. I said, oh, okay, you're a troublemaker. So they came out with a big bag, and this big bag for my clothes. I said, what? So all my clothes in the bag, butt naked, marched me, and this still in America, y'all, marched me down the hallway, threw me, they called it the cooler, threw me in there, and the air conditioner on. So I sat down a cold steel bunk, butt naked. I said, Jesus, now this is different, Father. I never experienced this before. And I heard these words, shall your nakedness separate you from my love? I said, no, sir, Lord. I stood up and I began to preach the butt naked truth up in there. Hallelujah. And the two other guys in the other cooler, I said, you guys want to get saved? Well, they said, yeah, we want to get saved. Man, if you can preach like that naked, we want to get saved. Led them to the Lord. Story short, then they released me out of there, and Lord put my heart, write the book.
Yeah.
The Butt Naked Truth. I got a book called The Butt Naked Truth.
Y'all be on the lookout for that. I don't want to keep you too long. I know you're a busy man and you got a lot going on. If there's anything that you could leave the people with from your heart, it's 2026. Spill it off.
What I'm going to say to people out there that's tuning in, it's a very critical hour. I put on most of my posts, I put a critical hour and I put like a speaker on it. And these are birth pains you're feeling. These are beginnings of sorrow. You see what happened over with our country going in, kidnapped, and all this here, kind of like they did me, kidnapped. I would say to people out there, get serious about your salvation. Cheap kingdom is good, it's real good. But it can't take you to the kingdom of heaven. Mahomes, he's real good, but Mahomes can't take you home to heaven.
Yeah.
The tailor-made message is, he's coming swiftly, suddenly, super soon. He wants you to be ready. He loves you. He loves you. And that's why I'm still here, because I don't want my worst enemy to be lost for eternity. You know? It's very serious. I'll be up all night sometimes crying out, you know? And that's what keeps me going. All these years, 41 years on the front line, 42 years in ministry. Different cities, different countries. I've been to Japan, Tokyo, Korea, Honduras, Guatemala, Mexico, and Canada. But they didn't arrest me over them countries. Only in America. Well, in America, I know we got the rights to go to jail, too.
Yeah.
But when you see me, come up, say hello, and bless me if you, you know. Cause I got to the point. I used to post my Cash App. It's like, you know, they know my character, but I believe it's a different thing. I'm all about Jesus.
Yeah.
It's a good hello to your testimony. It's a blessing to give me testimony.
Yeah. I want to thank you again, sir, for giving me this opportunity. I consider you one of my favorite interviews now. I'm sure there's a lot more we can get into, but maybe in 6 more months or something like that, I'll have you back and we can get a little deeper into it.
And I'm gonna shout out to my successor here.
Yeah.
Jewel,
shout out to him, man.
Because he's a jewel. Because I'm gonna say, it's gonna be a jewel to carry on.
Yeah.
And he's truly a jewel.
Yeah. Thank you again, brother, for bringing him and being his support system. Again, I want to give you your flowers. Stoney, is there anything you want to come on and say or ask?
Genuinely, just thank you for the opportunity to come and bless our platform, and we appreciate even the opportunity to have the platforms for you to spread your message and your voice.
Thank you. And I'm going to shout out to Micheal, Father Figure.
Yeah, shout out Father Figure and Stand Up.
Actually, Stand Up. I didn't realize I was putting this on. I make a stand by making a stand. Rosa Parks, she made a stand by keeping her seat on a public bus.
Yeah.
So injustice, somewhere is injustice everywhere.
Facts. Yeah. Shout out to Michael Wheeler. Some of y'all only know him as the Kansas City Superman. Do y'all's homework, man. This man's got history. deep history that he shouldn't even be going. He should never went to jail the first time. Let's just be honest. And to go to jail how many times?
86.
86 times over preaching the gospel is absolutely crazy. Only in America. We got to do better, y'all. Heart of the 50 States. Special shout out to 816. Stoney shot it. For without him, none of this would be possible. Even this interview. Shout out to Mad for allowing us to have the space. And anybody, make sure y'all tune into his story, man. Don't let me be the only one to share it. Let's get it out there. Let's let it be seen. And we love you, my brother. Again, I'm sure if everybody was here, they would be giving you your flowers too. Yes. I want to just go take you in the studio and get a few words from you, just from your heart, and then we'll be done.
Yes.
Heart of the 50 States out. Thank you for tuning in. We love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe.
I'm super excited being here. I'm going to say to the young generation coming up behind us, I'm going to say to you, you be you. You know why? Because no one can beat you being you. So you be the best you that you can be. I even shared that with my homes on the 25th birthday. Because you unique, you know. Entrepreneurs, go for it. But I want to say this to you. Cry out to the Lord. If you don't know him, cry out to him. Ask him to be in your life. Because you're going to go higher heights, deep in depth. You can go so far in this world system. But you trust in the Lord with all your heart, putting his hand, watch what you can do. And that's why I'm at where I am right now at age, working on 75. Still got to go to June. I'm still playing, got my football, I'm running passes and I'm running these races, and I still got my sea walking and moon walking. I guess moon walking on dry land. But I just be me. I don't care. I was at the Super Bowl in Channel 4. They interviewed me. I did my little. It just come natural. You be natural. Don't. There's a lot of people you can imitate, but be you. You can learn. You can kind of spin but you unique. So keep looking up. You see me on the streets, come up and talk to me. Come up, I'll pray for you. Because I found out, you know what? The whole world's my pulpit. And a pulpit means put them out the pit. Whether it's the church house, the White House, your house, or my house, put them out the pit. I'm thankful how I'm learning. But be encouraged. I love you, Kansas City. And keep me in your prayers. And much love to y'all.